Well, good morning and welcome to Mountain Wisdom. This is Tim. Have you ever been around a person that you're trying to understand and listen to and with all your heart and your soul? So often in a conversation, we just kind of superficially participate. We don't hear what the person's saying. We don't feel what the person's saying. We don't even understand what they're saying. We just kind of agree with them and nod our heads and our shoulders as if we're watching some kind of movie in the background. Well, folks, in a world without empathy, this is becoming more and more of a problem. When we develop empathetic listening and understanding to people, it means that we're listening to that person with more than just our ears. We're listening with our heart, with our eyes, with our whole body. We're trying to understand what they're going through and what they're feeling, whether it's happiness or sadness. Sometimes the development of empathy and using empathy when listening to somebody will help us understand where that person's coming from. We'll be able to see the world through their eyes, and we'll be able to have walked in their shoes and understand the hurts and the pains that they have suffered in life, and really put that to use and trying to understand what they're feeling emotionally. You know, empathy is something we develop from childhood on, from their interactions with other children and adults. Empathy is something we take out of our social environment and we put it into our everyday life. You know, as a child, we develop empathy when we're hurting. We see other people hurt and we feel that hurt. When we're happy, when we see other people happy. And even when we're sad in the time of loss and grief, that's a part of empathy, understanding that loss and that grief and what other people are going through. And that carries on to adulthood. That gives us the ability to look at somebody and say, you know, I do understand what you're feeling. I've never experienced that, but I understand it. We need to look at the pain that that person's suffering through them, not just through our experiences, but through their experiences. I would like to share with you 3 quick steps in developing a more empathetic life. First, we need to listen to people with all of our heart and soul, not just our ears. When you tune into a person, try to understand where they're coming from. Try to understand the world through their eyes and try to walk in their shoes and feel the hurt and the love and the pain that they're feeling. Second, we need to try to make an effort to understand people. This is another way to practice empathy. Doesn't mean in a conversation you have to agree with them, but you know what, folks? You need to respect them enough to understand where they're coming from. And the third and the final is just be kind to people. This is something that can change the world. Instead of when a person makes us mad, instead of flipping them off, give them a smile. Tell them, have a nice day. Thank you. People make me mad all the time. They're insulting to me sometimes, and I just thank them for their opinion. Be empathetic with people and be kind. We don't always have to respond harshness with harshness. Sometimes we can substitute that harshness for love and understanding. Well, folks, listen. From Wisdom on the Mountain, I'd like to wish you a wonderful week. Try to be empathetic until I see you next time. May God bless. Thank you for watching.